Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Today is a very longish editorial, so bear with me. But it's going to be interesting, I promise you. That's one. Number two is today I talk about the mistakes Bharatiya Janata Party made in Maharashtra. The mistake that costed them Lok Sabha and the mistake that could possibly also cost them assembly elections. So that's what we are going to talk about. We are also going to discuss whether is there a possibility of Bharatiya Janata Party and NCP Shiv Sena alliance splitting in Maharashtra. So it's a longish topic. It's a lot of stories. It's going to be a beginner's guide to Maharashtra politics. We are going to go into depth about Maharashtra politics. Like I said, going to be interesting, but slightly longish. So what we intend to do is, we'll do it in two parts. First part, we will cover the mistakes committed by Bharatiya Janata Party in Maharashtra. We will talk about the superstar of Bharatiya Janata Party and Bharatiya Janata Party's image taking a nosedive in Maharashtra. And in the next episode, we will talk about the role Sharad Pawar played. And the advantage that Sharad Pawar got out of all of this that happened between 2014 and 2024. That's what we'll talk about, and then we will discuss whether is there a possibility of a split in Mahayuti or NDA of Maharashtra, that is BJP, Shiv Sena and NCP in Maharashtra. Is there a possibility of a split? That's my editorial. Let's get right to the show. Let's start from the beginning. Let's understand what Maharashtra politics is, was, and could be. All this we will talk today, and then we will come to our question whether NDA or Mahayuti, as it is called in Maharashtra, whether NDA will see a split before the assembly elections. So let's start from the beginning. You see, first and foremost is Maharashtra. There were two sets of parties. One was the Bharatiya Janata Party and Shiv Sena. And in this Bharatiya Janata Party and Shiv Sena Yuti, or this partnership, Shiv Sena was the dominant political party, mind you, when it came to Maharashtra. On the other hand, there was NCP, Nationalist Congress Party and Congress. That is your Indian National Congress. This was the second set. And I am talking about 2000 onwards. I am not talking about old story. I am talking to you about 2004, 2009 onwards ka story. So this is how Maharashtra looked. One, where Shiv Sena was dominant and Shiv Sena Bharatiya Janata Party. Second, where Congress was kind of dominant, but Sharad Pawar was equally dominant, and you had the NCP Congress Yuti. So this was how Maharashtra looked. This was true till 2014. Now starts the story. In 2014, Bharatiya Janata Party, mind you, before till then, had no great face in Maharashtra. They had Pramod Mahajan, who passed away. They had Gopinath Munde, who incidentally passed away in 2014. So there was no major leaders, BJP leaders in Maharashtra. And Shiv Sena also had lost Balasaheb Thackeray by then. So it was Uddhav Thackeray who was now on the chair, and that was how the situation was as far as BJP Shiv Sena is concerned. And Congress was battered in 2014, was battered by Mr. Anna Hazare, who thought of anti-corruption and who wanted to fight anti-corruption and all then. And after that, of course, he forgot about it. But then he was fighting anti-corruption and all. And of course, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal was with him, and all of that was happening. So Congress, NCP was they almost knew that they are not going to come back. And as far as BJP is concerned, BJP was riding on the Narendra Modi wave. Now, first thing that happened in 2014 is a new leadership And under the leadership, the new leadership, which was Devendra Fadnavis' leadership, and under Devendra Fadnavis' leadership, Bharatiya Janata Party started thinking, why should we give Shiv Sena the big brother treatment? Balasaheb Thackeray is no more. Now the big draw is Mr. Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi is a BJP man. Why give too much impetus to Shiv Sena? So, 2014 assembly election, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis told Shiv Sena, Baba, ये जो elder brother, that let it be, वो सब नहीं होएगा. Now, we will get the majority stakes as far as assembly elections are concerned. We will fight the majority seats. You fight the minority seats. Are Shiv Sena said, what is wrong with you? How can that be? We have always fought, Lok Sabha, you got the majority. Vidhan Sabha, we got the majority. Why are you changing the games of the rules? Fadnavis said, boss, boss, aise hi hoga. So now what happened? In 2014, BJP got 122 seats. Just almost 288 is the total strength and 145 is the magic number. So somewhere down the line, BJP got 122. Shiv Sena came up with 63. INC, Indian National Congress, got 42. NCP got 41. So this was what the status. And mind you, they were fighting separately now in the assembly elections. Uddhav Thackeray was not fighting with Devendra Fadnavis. Then there was this whole theory whether Shiv Sena will join, Shiv Sena will not join, Shiv Sena wants to join, Shiv Sena doesn't want to join. In the meantime, BJP said, you want to join or not, I am going to start. They went up, they took oath, and Devendra Fadnavis was made the first chief minister of Bharatiya Janata Party in Maharashtra. After that, Sharad Pawar, who's always known to be absolutely brilliant in capitalizing on opportunities, Sharad Pawar said, kya problem kya hai? We are supporting you unconditionally. You take our support and you stand. You run your party, no problem. We will unconditionally support you. Okay, and Shiv Sena till then was not very comfortable, but theek hai. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Finally, compromise happened. Shiv Sena aligned with their 25-year-old partner, that is Bharatiya Janata Party, formed the government. Shiv Sena was the junior party, very, very junior party with no major portfolios and all. So Shiv Sena was the junior party. Bharatiya Janata Party ruled, and all of a sudden, Devendra Fadnavis became a huge leader. First time, such popular, dynamic, powerful leader from Bharatiya Janata Party in Maharashtra. That is Devendra Fadnavis. Now, let me tell you something about Devendra Fadnavis regime from 2014 to 2019. You see, Devendra Fadnavis was one of the most powerful chief ministers that Maharashtra actually ever saw. Because what used to happen is, I'll tell you, what used to happen is, most of the Congress chief ministers had their central command guiding them. So, a lot of decisions were made by the high command in Delhi for Maharashtra. So, the Maharashtra chief minister, end of the day, was reporting into high command. As far as Shiv Sena chief minister happened, Narayan Rane and Manoj Joshi, there too, Balasaheb Thackeray was controlling their decision, and he openly said, the remote control is with me. But somehow, Mr. Narendra Modi had tremendous trust on Devendra Fadnavis, and one is told that Devendra Fadnavis had full freedom to go and do what he wants in Maharashtra. And to a very major extent, he did a good job from 2014 to 2019. He was focused on growth. He didn't divert too much in communalism and all of that. He was focused on growth. Mind you, I am talking about 2014 to 2019. Now came 2019 and Bharatiya Janata Party started committing few grave errors. Error number one, this.
महाजनादेशाचा दुसरा टप्पा संपलाय खरा, पण तिसरा टप्पा घेऊन मी पुन्हा येईन कारण मी पाहिलाय स्वप्न तुमच्या डोळ्यात भव्य दिव्य अशा महाराष्ट्राचं.
The arrogant, overconfident Devendra Fadnavis went out and said, me parat yein, I will come back, which means he almost anticipated, he almost concluded the result. Before the voters, before the actual voting, everything, he concluded, he said, I am coming back. Like it or not, I am coming back. Now, this was clubbed with a lot of other things too. This was clubbed with a few raids which happened to people like Hassan Mushrif. Ironically, Hassan Mushrif currently is with Bharatiya Janata Party's NDA or whatever, Mahayuti and all that. So, a couple of raids and all of that. That was one grave error. Because people in Maharashtra started wondering that, Baba, हमने तो वोट ही नहीं किया अभी तक. But the Chief Minister is overconfident that he will come back. Anyway, that was one point. The second point was another factor where there was floods in Maharashtra, and the number two, the person who was seen as number two of Bharatiya Janata Party, this was a reaction from him.
तक्रारी करून काही होणार नाही, सूचना करा प्रशासनाला. तक्रारी करून काय होणार, बिचारे 24 तास झोपले. सगळं करणार, सगळं करणार, सगळं करणार, सगळं करणार.
This was the reaction from him when a farmer actually wanted to know more about what flood relief is that farmer going to get. And the minister said, hey, wait there. This actually, these pictures, these images started portraying the Maharashtra Bharatiya Janata Party as an arrogant party. Something similar to what happened in 2024 with Bharatiya Janata Party nationally. People started perceiving Bharatiya Janata Party to be an arrogant party. This was the beginning of the fall of Bharatiya Janata Party in Maharashtra. Now, to be fair to them, Bharatiya Janata Party in Lok Sabha, swept Lok Sabha in 2019. BJP won 23 seats in the Lok Sabha. Shiv Sena, who was fighting with BJP, won 18. Indian National Congress won, NCP 4. So, 41 out of 48 seats was with the Bharatiya Janata Party, Shiv Sena. So, they did well. But when it came to assembly, things were not very good. Bharatiya Janata Party won 105. Remember, earlier on, they had won 122. They won 105. Shiv Sena, of course, the number of seats contested then was also more. That too has been taken into consideration. Shiv Sena won 56. Indian National Congress won 44. And NCP won 54. Now, this was the point in time where there was a lot of talks of NCP and BJP coming together. NCP trying to, kind of woo BJP and try to make a party, try and throw out Shiv Sena. BJP seems to have said, no, we will not throw out Shiv Sena. And then, finally the deal didn't work out and Shiv Sena and BJP were together as it was. NCP and Congress was together as it was. And finally, Shiv Sena decided to take revenge. Shiv Sena decided to take revenge, and after the election, after the assembly election where Shiv Sena and BJP fought together, where technically they could have won 161 seats, and I told you the magic number was 145, they won 161 seats, and Uddhav Thackeray said, nahi karne ka hai. Post the poll, Uddhav Thackeray said, nahi karne ka hai. I don't want to be partners with you because you had told me that you will make me the chief minister, which was always the deal because right from time immemorial, the assembly was ours and Lok Sabha was yours. Assembly was Shiv Sena and Lok Sabha was BJP. Now you changed because that time it helped you. Now I am changing because this time it is helping me. I am not going to join with you. I would rather go with Congress and NCP, form something called as Mahavikas Aghadi and form the government. And actually, that is what happened. In 2019, tables turned and Mahavikas Aghadi came into existence. Shiv Sena, NCP and Congress came together. And Bharatiya Janata Party, who mind you, had actually declined NCP's offer to come together because they thought that they should not ditch their old partner Shiv Sena. They were all alone and these three people came together, formed a government. Now, things took a different turn from there. Uddhav Thackeray was perceived to be a very popular chief minister. People liked Uddhav Thackeray. That was the time of COVID. And during COVID, Uddhav Thackeray would come in front of his people in Maharashtra and he would sit and talk to people in Maharashtra. He was very transparent about whatever is happening in Maharashtra. So people liked him. Whether his administration was good, bad, ugly and all is not what I am trying to say. I am not judging anything. I am just telling you what happened. Layman, like I told you, I am going to tell you what exactly the story happened. People started liking Uddhav Thackeray. TK. But there was also a bunch of people who had tremendous amount of sympathy for Bharatiya Janata Party. Tremendous amount of sympathy. Why? Because Shiv Sena had ditched Bharatiya Janata Party, and actually they had. This split was after, it was a pre-poll alliance, but they split after the polls, once they won the numbers. So things were standing as is. And then the biggest mistake that BJP should have never done in Maharashtra happened. Look at this shot.
बघितलं तर आम्ही कॅल्क्युलेशन केलं, आमचे सगळे मतं इंटॅक्ट, सुनील प्रभू आणि बाकी सगळे आमचे हुशार माणसं होते, त्यांनी बोलले आपले बरोबर आहेत. अरे कुठल्या कोणाचे? आता इकडे कलाकार बसले, त्यांनी कोणाचे फोडले का माहीतच नाही. बाकी लोक बोलत होते की अरे पडला तो वेगळा पडला, दुसरा पडला पाहिजे होता. बोला असं नाही. मी
सगळं उघड करू नका.
Shiv Sena was split. Shiv Sena was split. Eknath Shinde was pulled out. A lot of people who joined Eknath Shinde from Shiv Sena didn't join because they were in line with Eknath Shinde's ideology and all that. They joined Eknath Shinde because they would be safe from ED and IT. And that is why people joined. People like Pratap Sarnaik, etc. joined them because ED se safe hoga. So they joined them. And Shiv Sena was split. Eknath Shinde went and joined hands with Bharatiya Janata Party. They formed the new government. So the Shiv Sena, the actual name and style of Shiv Sena was given Eknath Shinde now. The election commission granted that and the Shiv Sena Bharatiya Janata Party alliance happened and they formed the government in 2022. The reason I wanted you to see that picture wherein the chief minister, the current chief minister was seen as laughing about how he managed to break Shiv Sena. He managed to take almost 40 MLAs with him from Shiv Sena. That picture was something that Maharashtra didn't expect. And Maharashtra didn't accept either. They didn't expect it, they didn't accept it. You see, when I went around, just before 2024 elections, I went around to Vidarbha, to Western Maharashtra and some parts of Konkan to do my little research on what things are and how things are. We realized that one of the things that came through very clearly is this particular shot. Every farmer, every rural Maharashtrians especially, that one spoke to, remembered that shot where they were laughing in the assembly about how they split a political party which the people had elected. Somewhere down the line, the people believed that the joke was not on Shiv Sena, the joke was on the voter. That one shot. And Devendra Fadnavis, seen as the mastermind who was sitting next to him and made all this happen, was not seen very fairly. This man called Devendra Fadnavis, whose popularity had shot up and he had actually become a very, very popular leader in Maharashtra, his popularity started nosediving. This possibly was one of the biggest reasons why what happened in 2024 happened. The Bharatiya Janata Party that had won 23 seats in 2014 Lok Sabha election, the Bharatiya Janata Party that had won 23 seats in 2019 elections, Lok Sabha elections, won. That same Bharatiya Janata Party won 9 seats. 9 seats, not even double digit, 9 seats in the Lok Sabha election in 2024. Bharatiya Janata Party crashed. Bharatiya Janata Party was destroyed. And mind you, in our qualitative research that we did, people were not so much so anti-Narendra Modi or angry with Narendra Modi as much possibly they were angry with the Maharashtra Bharatiya Janata Party and especially Mr. Devendra Fadnavis. There was anger amongst people. Now to understand why exactly Maharashtrians refused Bharatiya Janata Party, I need to take you through a small background of Maharashtra. You see, Maharashtra, if you go to see, is the cradle of Indian politics. Mind you, Maharashtra is a land that gave birth to people like Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, to people like Gopal Krishna Gokhale, the political guru of Mahatma Gandhi, to people like Lokmanya Tilak. These were people who laid the foundation of democracy in India. Maharashtra doesn't take its democracy lightly. And that same Maharashtra felt insulted when they saw these ministers, the Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis, sitting there and laughing about how they destroyed democracy in Maharashtra. While, to be very fair, Shiv Sena too breached the tenets of democracy in Maharashtra. Shiv Sena too breached the tenets when they jumped from a pre-poll alliance with Bharatiya Janata Party and joined hands with Congress and NCP. They did that. But the point is, the visual that went through, the visual of the sitting Chief Minister mocking the split in the party and Devendra Fadnavis, who was seen as the mastermind, this visual actually damaged Devendra Fadnavis and Bharatiya Janata Party more than anybody else. The advantage that BJP could have got because of what Shiv Sena did to them in 2019 by breaching their pre-poll alliance, the advantage and the sympathy that BJP could have got, BJP lost it by breaking Shiv Sena in 2022. 2024, BJP had to pay the price. Possibly, BJP would have done much better in 2024 had they gone alone than what they did by splitting Shiv Sena and NCP. Adding to all of this, Zarange Patil and Maratha Arakshan agitation took a huge toll on Bharatiya Janata Party's prospects in Lok Sabha. And finally, Bharatiya Janata Party and their NDA or whatever, Mahayuti, had to face a very, very humiliating defeat in the Lok Sabha 2024. You see, another reason why people were not very comfortable with BJP and people were not very happy with BJP is because after a few days after the Prime Minister of India had said that the most corrupt party, 75,000 crore of corruption.
अगर मैं एनसीपी की बात करूं तो एनसीपी पर भी करीब 70,000 करोड़ रुपए के घोटालों का आरोप है। महाराष्ट्र स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव बैंक घोटाला, महाराष्ट्र सिंचाई घोटाला, अवैध खनन घोटाला, इनकी लिस्ट भी बहुत लंबी है। इन पार्टियों के घोटालों का मीटर कभी डाउन ही नहीं होता।
The party which has done is NCP. They broke NCP. Bharatiya Janata Party managed to break NCP and take people like Ajit Pawar, take people like Praful Patel, who are allegedly seen as the most corrupt people in NCP. All those most corrupt faces were taken into BJP or BJP aligned with them. We spoke about the mistakes that Bharatiya Janata Party made in 2014 to 2019 and till 2022. The mistakes that Bharatiya Janata Party made. Now, tomorrow, let us talk in our second episode about Sharad Chandra Pawar. What happened when Bharatiya Janata Party tried to split or take advantage of Sharad Chandra Pawar? Did BJP manage to take advantage of Sharad Chandra Pawar by splitting his party, or was Sharad Pawar trying to actually ensure he gets the benefit of his party being split? This is what we'll discuss tomorrow. We'll also discuss tomorrow whether before the assembly elections, which they say could happen between anytime between November and December, before the assembly elections in Maharashtra, will there be a split in NDA or Mahayuti, that is the BJP, Shiv Sena, NCP combined? Will there be a split? This is what we will talk in my tomorrow's episode. So, see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.